We're in it.
You're in.
She's deaf, I guess. Oh, finished.
Hey, that was funny. You say you like the big things?
Hey, that's crazy. Looking good, my dog.
Alright, my bro. Likewise and that.
I'm gonna start this one still.
Say that again?
Don't knock the cameras when you do your press.
Yes, boss.
I forgot about that.
Get up, dog. Me not see I can bang a young 12 and 15 and a half rep and thing. Get me?
You do some push-ups. You can only do about 5
I can't lie, yeah. I think I got. My thing got ADHD, bro. Like,
Who's got ADHD?
me, bro.
Let's go.
Calm. Sorry, bro.
See him in.
Again.
Boom.
You run now.
Every day. Welcome back to another episode of the Energizer podcast, the greatest podcast about. Switch it up. Do you get me? Today we have your boy Tay. Tired boy, tired. Them man there can't do push-ups. Asthma, no stamina. Today we got someone special in the building. Do you get me? I can't lie. You can agree, bro. This episode we wanted to do for a little minute still. It's our guy. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
Our guy, he's doing well at the moment.
Yeah.
One of the funniest guys that I know.
Innit, man?
You get me?
West London's Vin Diesel, you get me?
You got man like Chrissy in the building, bro. Man like Chris. Chat to them, bro, man. How you feeling today?
I'm good, my bro, man. Are you
Strong.
Yeah.
I'm great, mate. I'm good still.
You did great.
I'm reffing that from them
So you're
push-ups.
covered
but-
now, yeah?
Yeah, just about.
Catching the ref back.
I can't lie, yeah. Even on a side note, yeah. Having asthma is actually a mad thing. I don't
You
even
actually
know.
have asthma, bro?
But I don't know. I had asthma when I was a
Roll
youth.
your asthma
you
pump,
know
man.
what?
That's bad. Imagine if I'm with a girl like, sorry, man. that's all mad, man. I can't be doing that, you know what I mean?
I used to have like a slight chill of it in the winter, you know. but
Yeah.
like,
Is it?
yeah, but I've never like had an asthma attack, fortunately. So.
Do you know what I think's crazy, yeah? Put asthma to the side for a sec. We're going to intro you properly in a minute, though.
cool.
Do you know what I think's crazy? Guys that's actually got hay fever. How are you allergic to grass? I think that's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, that's
it's
crazy.
not nice, you
That's
know.
crazy. And I know you have it. I know you have it. Hay fever's crazy. Like, you're allergic to your own
Allow
planet.
it,
I feel
bro.
like a lot of people are gonna come for you for that, you know.
Come to me, man.
I don't know what it is, but
Fire
like,
right now.
I was even saying to my boy, man, shout out YC Dino, yeah?
Shout him out.
Speaking to him, and I was like, bro, like, I feel like I'm gonna start sneezing. And he's like, what is it? I was like, don't say it. Don't even speak it into existence, bro.
Man, in denial, bro.
Ask Nanny, yeah, the other day, Nanny was saying, I was sneezing bare when we got back from Portugal. Sneezing. She said, you got hay fever. I said, listen, don't put that out there.
Innit?
I
Don't even
do
say
have
that
no
to
hay-
me.
Don't say that. Do you get me?
Struggling,
yeah,
we're
listen.
struggling out here, man.
It's peak still.
Listen, we got Chris in the building. Chrissy, always tell us what you do, man. Chat to us.
So my name is Chris, 21 now. I was one of the youngest bus drivers in London. Obviously not now anymore, but still young and that.
One of the youngest.
One of
bus
the
drivers.
youngest still,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, man. See, I started this thing
Yeah.
just to like work my way up the ladder. I want to be a transport manager when I'm older. So
Strong.
that's my career path. I want to work my way up through the company chain kind of thing.
Strong.
So yeah, man. Not
Man,
gonna
rate
bus
that, bro.
driver, man.
I
You know
rate
the
that.
thing.
So let me ask you a question, yeah.
Go on.
Like, how does it even come about where you're like, yeah, you know, I might want to be a bus driver? Not even on like a variety, just genuinely,
nah,
yeah. Like,
100.
how did you know that was what you wanted to do?
you
Like,
know
where
what
did
it
it
is?
start?
Do you know what it is? It's a steady job for someone, a young person. Steady income, weekly pay, all of that.
Oh, is it weekly? Yeah.
Yeah, it's weekly pay.
I think
bro.
weekly pay is better than monthly.
Way
Nah,
better,
I
bro.
don't.
Nah, it
Nah,
is.
what do you mean, no, bro?
Nah, bro, because weekly pay is easy because you man are thinking short-sighted, quick money.
Nah.
You know you're getting a re-up every Friday, but it's not good because it doesn't teach you good money management because you know that, oh, if I even blow this week's pay, next week Friday 3 p.m, they got me again.
But with the bus driving thing now, you do 7 days on,
Yeah.
and then you have 2 days rest. So there's not really enough time to spend the money anyway. So by the time you look, money chases money, and just kind of stacks up.
Yeah.
Me with monthly pay, once the bills are paid, once all the money's aside, I'm waiting. Like,
It's long, I
Get
can't
me,
lie.
bro.
Like,
It's horrible,
before,
man.
Before what I'm doing now, I used to get paid weekly, innit? And I felt like that was just that's better because you have more cash flow, innit? You know, boom,
yeah.
this week I'm going to get a re-up next week, boom, boom, boom.
Therefore.
With a monthly pay now, It's like you get paid, now you got to wait a whole another 30 days
That's
to
what
get
I'm
paid.
saying,
I
bro.
hear it.
find
It
that
doesn't
long.
work for
I
me.
hear it still. For me, I see both angles. Like, obviously, you know the quote, like, you don't want to be getting paid 12 times a year. That's dead. That is dead, yeah. But I do think at the same time, like, thinking back to me when I had my first jobs when I was like 15, 16, whatever, young creams, treats, whatever, and I'm getting paid every Friday, I just was spending and blowing my money. Maybe it was my mentality at the time, but it's because I knew, fuck it, like, let me spend it because next Friday I'm getting it back. Next Friday I'm getting it back. But at least now with my mindset, it's like, cool. If I'm getting paid end of every month or whatever day of every month, I actually have to be like, cool, let me budget for every week and be smart about the way I'm going to spend my peas.
To each their own, innit? To each their own, to each their own.
I
But
feel like a lot of people have that mentality as well, what you just mentioned, though. Still to this day, obviously, you've definitely matured and like developed out of that, which is good. But I feel like a lot of people still live by that, which is where man are wet for everybody, innit?
What, you mean like paycheck to paycheck?
Yeah.
What do you think?
What I think
About like people just living like paycheck to paycheck and spending because they know they're getting their next kind of.
Do you know what? Like, I would never say that's wrong for anyone, because if that's how like you decide to live your life, live your life like that, innit? But if you're depending on next week's pay to get through, then you're always in this rat race, bro. You're constantly chasing, and now you have to be on your best behavior at that job now. Because if you talk wrong, you're out of there, and next week you ain't got no paper. You know what I mean? So if you want to live like that, I'm the one to tell you not to. Do you get me? But at least 2-3 weeks. Do you get me? Where you know, alright, cool. If anything goes wrong, I've got 3 weeks.
Got a safety net.
You know what I mean?
Nah, mums. That's how I think as well. Yeah, like big up mums. I even chat to her about this all the time. And it's like when I get my peas or whatever, and I'm just thinking about structuring my money. Like how you said, I try not to live paycheck to paycheck because I think to myself, like if I was to get fired today, how long could I actually survive for? Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why it's not good to live like that, or just be like spend, and I'm gonna get it back, because like Tay said, if basically saying the same thing, if you was to get fired tomorrow, how long can you actually maintain, pay your bills, and be above flow? Do you know what I mean? And it ain't a good place to be.
I think it was my mom that said this as well, but she said that you always need to have your fuck you money. Do you get me? You need to have enough money in your pocket where you can say fuck you. Do you get me? Like, you always need to have that to a certain degree. Do you get it? So yeah, but anyway,
mum's straight up, yeah?
Yeah, mum's straight up.
I love that, man.
But anyway, out of that, into this now, so bus driving, how long you been doing it for?
10 months now.
10 months? I thought it's been longer than that still.
It feels like longer. But you know, it's actually going quick at the same time as well. Like, I feel like I started yesterday the same, because I love it. Obviously, I like driving and that. Every day is different, so you never really and truly get bored. You see different things. You do earlys, you do middles, you do lates. So it's not really repetitive in the most sense. Obviously, I do different routes all the time. For me, it just makes time fly. So,
bruv, your TikTok be making it seem like you've been doing it for 3 years, bruv. It's even like it's season 3 and that. You get me?
Nah, no, man.
Alright then, cool. So let's just jump straight into it now. I want to get down to the nitty gritty. So, what's your worst experience with a passenger on your bus? Like, have you had any mad experience where someone's being rude or?
Bro, all the time. People are rude in general, that's the thing. And obviously, a lot of people, like, you know, bus drivers are like public enemy number 1.
Yeah, man, like, fuck you lot.
Yeah.
A couple times coming out of college and you man done me wrong still for no reason.
I've got a story time for you, but anyway.
If it's the passenger, if it's not the passengers, it's the car users on the road. Like, everyone's got it out for us. We can't pull out. You can never do no writing. But I'll say that one of the worst experiences is when someone spat at me, like spat my camera. Yeah, I was shocked, and I wasn't even too long.
That bus would have got terminated.
I'd have to take off my work jacket.
That bus would have got terminated.
You don't think I didn't, but obviously this shocked me the most. So I was in Wembley. I was doing that. I'm not gonna be out of the route I was doing it, but I was in Wembley, you know, and I shut the door on some lady by mistake because she was getting out the front, and she had her son, but she had crates of like Coca-Cola. You know where they put the baggage? She put it there. And obviously, I'm only watching the back door on my camera because I'm only expecting people to exit through the back door. So the sun got out, I shut the back door, and then she was getting out the front door. I'm still looking at the camera. I shut the front door on her by accident. I've opened it back simultaneously. I've opened it back hella quick now. The woman was going mad. She started lashing out at me. I said, no,
was it an auntie?
Yeah, it was an auntie.
No.
So, boom. Obviously, now, apologise. Said it's an accident. The woman has now turned around and spat at the windscreen. Luckily, since COVID, all the like cab, like the holes have been. We used to have holes in the windshield so we could hear the passenger. They've all been sealed up now. So that spit didn't touch me, but God forbid it did.
No, but even the fact that it's spat in my direction, you're taking a piss.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Madness. So yeah, man. Obviously,
I would have stole the bus.
Jokes, bro. You know, too much. But yeah, man. Off the bus, I told the controller, yo, listen, I ain't driving no further. Someone spat at the window. There's a spit kit that we always carry around. It's inside the cab box. This is the first time it's ever happened to me. I didn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
And obviously it's like cable ties. I didn't know how to get out and one. So
wait. A spit kit? Like what is it though?
Like a
what
DNA spit kit. So if anyone spits, obviously you take the swab and then you can take it down to a police station and they can try to get it. And if they're like a repeat offender, they can get back for that. So
imagine you
swear down.
bro. That's crazy.
It's mad, bro. I can't lie.
I can't lie.
crazy.
I'm not even. Forget all that. I'm not even trying to touch your spit and whatever. Like, I'm not even on that.
for real, bro.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Stop there. You see the fucking public transport of today trying to get man bagged through their saliva. That's crazy.
Yeah,
what the hell?
Me,
So you're basically saying that someone can spit or even dribble, nevertheless, yeah. And you're like, this person, let me just take up the thing and just, you know what I mean, send it off to the officer and be like, yo, this person still. That's crazy.
So what was your reaction then? So after that happened, what was your move?
Yeah, obviously, I was fuming. I took the bus ourselves. I kicked everybody off the bus and I told the controller, yo, listen, someone just spat at me. It's hard to hear them sometimes. You know, you're talking through a radio. The pedals on your foot. So while you're jamming, you can't really be jamming at the same time because you're having to move your foot off the like gas brake and then obviously chat to them. So I've told them, yeah, I'm taking this bus ourselves, bring it back to the garage, get the DNA swab. Obviously, they're perfectly cool with that because you're in your own right to do that. If you're irate and you're driving, you're not in a stable position to be jamming people around the place. So yeah, they make you take a bus ourselves. They even instruct you to do it sometimes. Take it back to the garage and then what I was gonna do, I was gonna get the DNA swab kit, but I needed help to get off. And when I got back to the bus now, the engineer already cleaned it. So I was pissed about that, but you know, it's man. Obviously, I didn't see that woman again. So
yeah, I can't lie. If I was one of the passengers on the bus and you terminate it because of this woman, I'm vexed.
Yeah,
so
I can imagine.
I can't even get where I want to go because of this damn
that woman. But that's for you to take it out on the woman, bro. Ain't nothing to do with me, innit? You better go run up on her. That's
not real. But that happened to me, you know. Back in the day, I remember before my mum
got
started driving. Yeah, I was on my way to Nanny's house with my mum. I was on a bus. This was ages ago. I must have been like, I don't know, like 6, 7. We get off in Greenford Broadway. I'm on the E6. So then I'm gassed now. I'm going Nanny's house the weekend. You know, weekend, everyone's there, innit? So dropped off the bus now. But I'm running, innit? And then I turn around and I see the bus door closed. My mum's still on the bus. Oh my God. One piece of running I done to the next bus stop, you know. It's not even a joke. I'll never forget that day. I was in shock. I'll never forget
that's
that.
crazy still.
See me, I close the doors back. Some people, they take a sweet little time. Like, they'll wait for you to, especially on a double-decker bus as well, they'll wait for you to arrive at the bus stop. And they're getting out the back seat upstairs, walking down the entire aisle, come down the stairs. No, man, I ain't waiting for that. I shut the doors, but obviously I ain't gonna actually like drive off. I shut it as like gentle persuasion, make them start running. You hear the footsteps. So remember, when I'm serving a bus stop, at the same time I'm looking at my mirror for a gap to pull out. So it might be clear. And then once the doors are shut, now there's bare cars and I can't pull out. So you gotta put yourself in my shoes as well, innit?
That's crazy.
You gotta be in and out of them buses like a pit stop. Man.
I got 2 questions. Firstly, back to you saying that. Like starting off your career as a bus driver, how did you even come about like knowing like this bus route as a career is something I'd like to pursue? Does that make sense?
So do you know what, from like the age of 2 I've always been into like buses, trains, like transport. That's been my thing. So I've got a good general knowledge of like the whole T4 map. So if you were to ask me how to get from A to B, I could tell you, people phone me rather than looking on the T4 website. So it's mad. So obviously when I went GCSEs, high school, college, I was like, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Remember, like bus driving and all them things, there was like a degraded job. It was like, nah, you're better than that.
Yeah, people overlook that, you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. So obviously, I went down the route of doing mechanics. I was like, you know what, it's still transport in a way, like still cars, things that I like, let me go and do that. Done my level 1, done my level 2 in college. Then I was doing an apprenticeship in a garage, a local garage in Housen, but they're only trying to pay me like £100 a week for 8 o'clock till 5:30 in the evening.
That's
Monday
modern
to
day
Friday. Slavery, bro. So obviously,
shouldn't have Chrissy Tonko into Kinte. Fuck that shit, man.
So obviously I filmed it out for about 5-6 months. I started in like July, and then I finished it in like December. When it started getting colder, and I was like, nah, £100 a week is freezing cold. My hands are numb. I can't even feel them no. Nah, man, let me come up for this thing, innit? And then obviously I was looking for jobs. I tried to do like little part-time jobs, Lidl, all of them things. I just couldn't find nothing, and I was like, you know, let me think about what I really want to do career-wise, innit? What do I actually want to do? Because of course bus driving is not a career. It's a stepping stone, but it's not a career. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna be a transport manager. That's me. That is exactly what fits my like
So break down, what's a transport manager? Like, what is that?
So you've got different types. You've got obviously head of TFO, people that manage garages, basically overlook like the whole transport industry kind of thing. So control everything and that. So that's what I'm trying to do.
So that's what you're on the route to go towards now, yeah?
Definitely, man. That's why I started this whole bus driving thing, man.
Alright then, cool. So I want a proper breakdown here, what it was like for you, yeah? So you see that first day, you went through your training. I'm guessing you had to go through that couple weeks or months of training or whatever.
Do you know what? It weren't even long, you know. I'll be real with you. Obviously, if you got a driving license, they're not really teaching you to drive. You know how to drive already. But what they're teaching you is like how to adapt to the different dimensions. And obviously, every vehicle is the same. Like, it just, once you get used to the dimensions of it, same principle. So for me, it depends on how quick you are at learning, though. I'll be real, not everyone's going to be as quick, not everyone's going to be as slow, but I've done it in 2 weeks, the whole process, man.
Alright then, so you're winning then. Alright then, cool. So after that 2 weeks is done now, training's over. It's your first day of driving this bus by yourself, What was you feeling like? Now you know that you're basically in charge of these people's lives right now. If you write off this bus, you're writing them off too. Do you get it?
Obviously, first day you're a bit cautious, but you do go out for the first 2 days with a mentor, innit? So you get type trained on every type of bus, so you know what to do if everything goes wrong on that. First 2 days in service, there's a mentor sitting at the back of your bus, always standing up at the front, like kind of like assisting you and that. But my mentor thought I was confident enough, so he sat at the back of the bus and that. So I drove the bus, picked up the people, and for me it was quite normal. But obviously I'm still being cautious, braking mad early, you know, you don't want to like be braking late, slamming people to the floor. You gotta like kind of get used to the feel of the vehicle. And then obviously after that you just start getting a bit more comfortable with it. But yeah, man, I feel like personally I think it's easier than a car. Yeah. Because you're higher up and you got a better view of everything. And obviously your mirrors, they show like the entire like road basically. When you're driving a car, you're kind of estimating, alright, cool, that lines up to the pillar, especially parallel parking with a bus. I feel like it's way easier, man. But yeah.
Alright.
How many different types of buses are there that you can drive?
There's a lot of what you talking about, like double decker, single decker, what?
No, I mean like, so say I see on your story or your TikTok, you're like, I'm driving this bus today, this route, going to this place. One time it might be a single decker, one time it might be a double decker. But are they like different? There's
a lot of different. That same way like you got different models of cars, you got different models of buses. Obviously, each bus drives different, different brakes, different speeds. But yeah, once you get used to the feel of it and you're used to it, it's alright. But there's quite a few. Off the top of my head, there's probably about 10 different types.
So what's your go-to? What's your favorite one to drive?
Well, do you know something they call the TH? And then you probably won't know what that is, isn't it? You won't know what that is still. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's a fast, a quick bus, man. Proper drives like a car store.
Do buses have speed limits?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, what?
Do you know some of the new ones? They've got like this extra thing called ISA. Intelligent speed assist. So if you ever stop behind a bus and it's doing 19 and a 20, you're thinking, no, where's the bus driver? Bro, it's not the bus driver's fault. Obviously, the bus caps you to the local limit of the road and you can't override it. Yeah, that's on a few of the new ones.
These buses are moving smart these days.
Bro, trust me. But sometimes it actually saves you. There might be a speed camera, you might not even clock it and boom, get saved from a speeding ticket. But yeah, it's jarring, I'll be real with you.
Alright, so when you get speeding tickets and stuff here, does that come out from you or the company? That's
bro.
You,
It happened to me one time, man.
Babylon won't save you, bro. That's coming out of your pocket, cuz.
It was on the A40 Westfield and I was late one day and I was like, you know what? Because I used to zing it down there all the time and on this average speed check, but I didn't like think it worked because I never got caught there before, innit? So man, zinging now, I'm doing like 50, bro. Obviously it's a 30 and that now. One day, November, the letter came with a post, Metropolitan Police. I'm like, Ross. I'm like, Ross.
I know you're paying for my own car for this Ross bus. And this lady done spat on me and I'm paying my money for this.
I'm shaking, I'm reading the thing, I'm really saying speeding ticket. And they got a picture of the back of the bus with the red. I'm like, nah, they got me good, man.
I hate that.
So how much are the speeding tickets? So there's a difference with like cars and buses? Is it
no, it's the same. It's the same. Oh, obviously, it's my first time. So I got speed awareness because no points on the license.
You done one of them, innit?
Bro, dead. So long.
I've never done one, but touch wood.
Fortunately, it was my first one. Obviously, if that was points on my license, that then affects my job. It doesn't affect my job while I'm already in the job, but if I was to go for another one, having points on my license doesn't look good. So in that sense, it was lucky, man.
You know that happened to Cardo. I think like when was it? Last summer or 2 summers ago. I can't remember, but me and Cardo started working at. Cardo's a funny guy. Let me tell you what this guy actually done. The first thing got Cardo done. So I started at Amazon before him, innit? And it's just like a little, you know, like it's a little side thing on the side, innit? So doing this Amazon thing, I started before him, and I shouted Ricardo. I said, "You might as well jump on, innit? Just quickly." He said, "Alright, cool." So so then he must have jumped on now. I got my van, yeah, and he's got to shadow me, yeah. I'm not meant to make him drive. He's just shadowing. But me being me, yeah, and this Ricardo is my guy. I'm saying, Ricardo, you know what? Just drive, innit? Drive. I know you can drive. You got your license, bruv. Just drive. Don't be an idiot. I'm saying, cool. So now, Ricardo's driving. I'm in the back here. And all the parcels, I'm just holding on. I'm calling. And I can't see out the windows either. So I'm just in the back. Then I hear... I'm like, no, what has he done? Yeah. And then as soon as I hear that, I said, Ricardo, what happened? He said, it wasn't my fault. I'm saying, Ricardo. Then I look, do you know what he done? Do you know what he done? He went round the corner, yeah, and he scraped a Range Rover, bro. Like, he mashed up the whole side of a Range. And the deepest thing is, the Range Rover was parked, but you still saying it wasn't his fault. I'm saying, Ricardo, what do you mean, bro?
Hey, them man there, they can never be up for it, innit?
Yeah, so then anyway... I'm saying, Ricardo, listen, I'm not going to snitch on you, but you need to just hold up in it and just say it was you. So he done his thing. He bust it, he got away with it. He got his own van now, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Probably driving for like 2 weeks.
That's the same thing.
Nah, not even. This time he got caught on his phone. Yeah, he got caught on his phone by the police, lost his license. I said, you know what, bro? Just stop driving, man. Just stop. He lost his whole license.
Do you have cameras in your vans?
It kills me.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, people cover them with like tape or whatever. So you can't even see. But he got caught.
Large at Ricardo though, for real, innit? That's probably one of the very few people who could just make my tear up. Ricardo's too funny, I can't lie. That's crazy. So talk to me, yeah, bus man, yeah. Tell me something. So like, you're saying that you want to pursue this as a career and stuff like that, yeah. So what does the next 5 years look like for you in? I don't want to say the bus industry, but in the transport industry, like what does that look like? Where are you at now? Where are you trying to go? What's the route?
Cool. Right now, I'm still bus driving.
Yeah.
Recently, there's an application that's just come out for Airbus Controller. Yeah. I actually used to be a controller before I started the bus driving thing, but I used to be based on roadside. So what that does is just manages the departures of the buses, make sure that the gaps between each bus is even. So I've got a fair good experience of that already. So I've applied for the actual Airbus role, which is where you're in the computer room behind the screen and you can see all the buses on the screen and then you just control everything from inside. Basically, it's a bit higher up than just doing roadside and that. That's probably the next step. Obviously, I've got the assessment to do online and hopefully all being well, the interview goes well and then hopefully next time you see me back here and that, I'll be in a different role to what I'm in now.
Hopefully that's happening, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. Bro, positivity and that. Come on, man, bro. Manifest.
That's a good look.
Yeah, definitely, man.
That's a good look.
So I was gonna say as well, yeah. You see, of like your social media, I can't like even just touch my fist quickly. Yeah.
Love
one thing I rate about you is like you're unique in your own lane, innit? Like you're the first person. That's why me and Tay said we wanted to bring you on from time because like I don't know. I know you may know one other person. I don't know anyone who's a bus driver around my age. You get it? No one at all. And even like how you said 5-10 minutes ago about how like people overlook that or people might be like, oh, that's rubbed or you still done that and you wear that. You know what I mean? Man's a bus driver. Yeah, I'm doing my thing.
That's what I really
telling me what. Do you get it? So has like the perception of being a bus driver changed towards you since you've been putting yourself out there? Because like when I see your TikTok clips, I'll be sending them to you like, bro, this guy's hilarious. So like you'll be saying doing like the overlay and all that. It's funny still. So like what's people saying now about like being a bus driver? Like what's people said to you?
I'll be real with you, it's actually inspired a lot of people to like hop on that. I've been seeing a lot. That's how I was mentioned when I first started. Like, obviously, there's a lot of young people in this now. There weren't so much when I started, but now there's a lot of young people hopping on this thing, innit? And it's good to see as well. Like, I've been inspired a lot of people. People have come up to me saying, "Oh, yo, how do you like become it? What's the application process?" And I've told them, I broke it down. I've been sitting paragraphs through DMs on Insta explaining to them the rundown. Tell them the story that you told me in the car, bro, about the guy on the bus that wanted to start driving. Okay, so imagine I'm driving the bus in Ealing now, and then this guy comes up to me he comes from the back now, comes up from like the last stop. There's not a day that goes by where someone don't tell me, "Yo, how old are you? You look a bit too young to drive the bus." I'm used to that now, innit? Sometimes it gets jarring and that, but obviously it's
thinking tap your thing and get
bro. Listen, but nah, it's good. Like obviously, me inspiring people, that's what makes me happy, innit? So the guy's come up and told me, "Oh, yo, I failed my lorry license, innit? But seeing you being like a bus driver driving something so big at such a young age, making me want to do it again." I said, "Bro, go for it. Don't let failure defeat you, innit?" Obviously, if something happens, that if you fail one time, just get up and do it again, innit? Can't hold you down forever and that, man. And it's the same principle, like I said, once you get used to the dimension of a vehicle, if you can drive a car, you can drive anything. So simple as that, man. But yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah,
Therefore,
That's a
bro.
good look. That's a good look.
Cheers.
Come
So
on,
yeah,
man.
like alright, cool. So let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, you look young. You're not young. Yeah, you're around the man them's age group. But you look young. Yeah. So day to day, what are people saying to you when they're seeing you drive the bus?
You got different types of passengers, innit? So first of all, you got the school kids, innit? You know these men are revising their lines before they come on the bus. I boss, I ain't gonna waste that. Then they look at me, their face light up, them
Quickly,
get
yeah.
bright up, man.
I know to ask you. I know to ask you another question.
Go on,
Yeah.
go on,
But
go
do you let people get on the bus without it?
Yeah, of course, man. I don't mind about that. Obviously, it saves aggro as well. Obviously, the job's only stressful if you make it stressful, innit? For yourself. And if you're arguing with every passenger, people ain't gonna want to pay anyway. Do you get me? Tear for the bumper bureau. But yeah, obviously, you know.
Let me nigga roots, man. I'm gonna hop on your bus.
No, but obviously, you know, times are tough. Cost of living crisis. Everyone's trying to ride for free. If I'm there arguing with every man stop to stop, bro, I'm gonna go angry. I'm gonna go vexed. I'm never gonna enjoy my job, innit? So if people pay, they pay. If they don't pay, they don't pay. I didn't see it. Do you get me? If they get caught by the inspector now, that's a different story. But that's on them. That's for me to let the inspector know. Yeah, man, I'm on the bus and that, and then that's me covered, innit? So right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? So there's inspectors. There's inspectors now on buses.
There's always been inspectors on buses. Do you know what?
Slow down.
Catch the other day.
Yeah,
I'll
catch.
tell you,
On the bus.
I didn't go on the bus.
Is it his bus?
Nah,
On the train?
I was on the train, bro.
Bro,
And
you
they
know,
got me dirty,
there's a
disgusting.
state- since Elizabeth line's come out,
And I was on the Lizzie line as
yeah,
well. They
bro,
done me.
since then, because they're trying to make back their money, you know, that cost a lot. It was like 18 billion and that, so they've lost a lot of money from that. They're trying to make that back,
Couldn't
man.
believe it. Like they
Bro.
pulled up on me on a
Yeah.
mad one, you know. Like
Down.
I was in Paddington here.
Yeah.
I'm flying back to Eds, and you know how I get through the trains, innit?
Yeah,
you know my pattern,
yeah.
you know.
You're taking.
Yeah. So then I've used my feet to get through there, and then there's a woman there just plain clothes. She's standing normal. I was thinking she's a normal civilian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tap my thing and I'm walking, and I see her just step out in front of me. I'm saying, who are you, blood? Why you
Yeah.
standing up?
Excuse me.
Yeah, so then I tried to just keep it moving. She's like, no, you need to stop, one. So I said to her, listen, I'm not stopping, I'm in a rush. I tried to keep it moving, and she's like, hey, come here. And then that two man stepped out. I'm like, oh, fuck,
my
lip
God.
sick. So then now, they're saying, they got it wrong though. They thought I bumped, like I walked behind someone. I didn't do that, innit? But they're saying, we didn't see you tap. And I'm saying, what do you mean I didn't tap? I used my phone. I said, I used my phone. She pulled out some next yellow machine.
She's like, give me your
I'm
phone.
like,
I had that, bruv. Leave me alone, Susan. Do you get it?
They
Like,
pulled out the
fuck,
machine
bruv.
now.
Done like 10 toes, man.
They pulled out the machine now, and
Man.
then what's it called? There was like, tap your phone. So I tapped it, it didn't work. I said, your machine's not working. Your machine must not be working. And then one of them pulled out their phone, their little yellow thing.
Yeah.
I took my phone off now. I said, my phone's dead. my phone died. I don't know what to do.
Hey, you're funny.
And then it was like, well, regardless, we got to take your
Dio.
details. But whole time, I don't even know if I'm incriminating myself. I might have to cut
Next
this out.
topic.
But if it's a matter, I'll cut out. But whole time, when they're talking to me, I was thinking, let me think of a fake name.
Yeah,
fake
you know
address.
the vibe.
By the time they asked me my address, I said my name's Trey Anderson. And I'm 18. I'm born in 2004. I wrote that on the paper and I just kept it moving after that.
Wait, when's your birthday?
That's what they've done. All of that.
No,
So yeah, man.
Hey,
it was
that's
it was
fucking
mad
you know what's so mad?
Yeah.
You see, when I'm on my day off, obviously I've got a staff pass, so I travel for free.
Yeah.
But
Is it, huh?
yeah, Eden Brood is like a hot station, right?
Wait. When you travel for free, is that buses or all transport?
All TFO.
All
So
right.
I've got operator pass. Like every bus driver, every tram, train, they got a free staff pass.
Man, need to
Travel
get me a
around.
part-time, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah, for real, man. So, but right, obviously, I'm not wearing no uniform. I'm on my day off. I'm going out. And these man, they've got dogs at the station now. It's crazy. Them man are trying to make back their money. Like,
Where's that Ealing?
What are you trying to smell for a fucking single ticket, bro? Leave me alone. I hate these
It's
fucking
crazy.
TFL people,
So
bro.
no,
Like,
I've tapped in.
get
This
off my
happens,
dick, man.
bro. I've tapped in now. This happens on a regular. I've tapped in on Instacart. And they've obviously seen on the barrier staff pass. They're in their head saying, yeah, no staff, bro. He's stolen that pass, innit? You get me? But you know the biggest flex is when I open up that pass and I take out the picture and it's me. You get me? They ain't got me on nothing,
Can't
bro.
like me.
Trust.
I shouldn't be, but when people do, when you know when you're right, and people
Yeah.
think you're wrong, you know you're right. I'd be like,
Yeah.
so why don't you think I'm a star?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why?
yeah,
Is it the
yeah,
way I'm
for
dressed?
real.
Like what? You get it? Like,
Trust
what
me,
is it, bro? I
trust
don't
me,
understand
bro,
it.
trust me, no, for
It'll
real.
piss me off
I
still.
love it, man.
Nah,
Trust.
word. All right. All right.
But yeah, so what else? So being a bus driver, we've covered obviously like your kind of career and like aspirations and being a bus transport manager, should I say? Yeah. Like what's next? So like I see you posting a lot of content and stuff on TikTok and social media and stuff. Like what's going on that side of things? You know what I mean?
Right, cool. So with the TikTok thing,
And I see you going viral as well. Like
bro,
again,
I didn't
rate
know.
your thing still.
Honestly, I didn't know it was gonna blow. I just posted a video.
Yeah.
of being like youngest bus driver in London, and that one show they got like almost 500k views. And I'll show you know when you like post a TikTok and it start blowing and like every minute you see a notification, it's like get me. So obviously I continued that on my managers. They saw it, they were like, yeah, keep it up and whatnot. Then I just started making content from there. People were enjoying it. Like I said, it started inspiring people, so I kept on doing it. But then obviously now, I'll be real, it's got to a point here that the actual company, they've actually got onto me for a couple of my TikToks, you know.
Is it?
Like posting broken down buses and that, they're saying, oh yeah, it's bringing the company to like disrespute, so you need to take down certain videos. And they're trying to tell me, oh, you can't show logos or like company uniform. Like obviously they're changed a little bit now, innit? So I'm kind of being a bit skeptical of what I post on there. That's why I haven't really been active on the TikTok thing for a while now. But therefore, there should be some uploads coming up soon. Stay tuned and that, you get me? Hopefully. But I know they buzzed on my team when my content was just getting like proper. I was doing like little skits and that. It's getting different shots, different angles. And we're looking.
Taking time with your content.
Taking time
putting
with
the phone in different
Yeah,
places.
bro. So I was gutted when I heard that. I was like, oh, I swear down, man. I'm really trying to,
You just gotta find a way to work around the system.
Work around it, man. 100%.
You get it? So,
Get
do
me?
you know what? I feel like you and a few other people, because I know a few other people that do bus driving, has contributed to making bus driving as a career, as a job, more lit. I'm not gonna lie. Like you said before, like people used to look down on that job. I don't think like anyone really looks down on bus driving. I think because of you,
down at any job.
You man make it look wavy. Do you know what I mean?
100%,
And you're right. You should look down on no job. Do you get me?
Definitely.
So yeah, man. But alright, cool. So our buses now, let's talk about Chrissy. So you said you work 7 days on and you got 2 days off. So them 2 days you must be tired, but what are you doing?
Tired, bro. What you doing? You're sleeping, literally sleeping until it's time to go back to work again. But at the end of every month, so your rest days are for Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So at the end of the month, you get a long weekend, which is 4 days. But obviously, they still ask you to do overtime. That's the thing. You don't have to do it, but obviously, sometimes you get pressure to do it, and like you think, oh yeah, the money's nice and whatnot. But if you were to actually just take all your rest days, you get 2 days after every 7 days, and then you get a long weekend at the end of every month. So in that respect, it's that respect, it's alright. Obviously, if you got a little plan, if you plan well ahead, you can go on a little holiday, 2 days, come back. You can do that if you want to do it. There's ways of working around it and that. But you just get kind of like stuck up in this work life, innit? But it's alright though, man. Do you ever see anyone that you personally know? Like when you're driving the bus, all the time,
come on the bus.
Yeah, all the time. I've had teachers come on my bus from like my school.
Is it?
Yeah, bro, it's mad. Trust me.
I can't lie, I'm a prick. Imagine if a teacher comes, sorry mate, yours don't work. Remember that time in year 11, you get me marked down my test, you prick.
Trust. Like, sometimes, like, depends if it's a cool teacher I was cool with. They recognise me. I'm just holding a conversation with them. But if it's a teacher that I'm not really like cool with, kind of looking away now, I don't know you still, you get me, one of those, but I've seen people, a lot of people that I know, innit? People always excited when they see you, like, swear down, what your thing, mad, bro. See, everyone wants to come for free and that, but man, it's lit though, when you see people, that's what makes the job live, innit? Car, remember, you're in the cab, you're isolated all day long, you're driving, but you're on your ones, and obviously that's got its pros and cons in itself, because you're not really like dealing with people like retail, you're kind of just on your J's, isolated.
Can you listen to music? Is there radio in there?
Bro,
so what? No music.
Not even an AirPod.
No phone.
Not even an AirPod.
Nah, bro. I see some drivers do. I ain't gonna say no names and that, but obviously, like you gotta do sometimes.
So what if you get caught, like with your AirPod?
Instant dismissal, bro.
Is it? Even the AirPod?
AirPod, bro.
What? Swear. Can't lie, I'm rocking beanies.
Straight. You think I'm in traffic all day and I'm not listening to it? You know what I'm saying, bro?
That's a hit for summer right now, innit? But I see that man in Bali since COVID. You can't say nothing about Bali's no more. It's a face mask, innit? You get me? So I see them.
But that's kind of crazy. I don't know how I would feel walking onto a bus and got some big black brother with a belly. Yo, what? You tapping your oyster? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
a flex. That's a bit crazy.
I hear that. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say?
You forgot. Let me ask you this now, you forgot. This thing about people management, what's that like? So you're meeting new people every single day. You're saying that you're on your own, basically, in your bus, whole bag of probably meeting like 100 and something people new every single day, How have your people management skills improved? Because obviously you're talking to bare people every day, you know what I mean? Tap, you got old lady with a dog, want to have a chat. This person can't get off the bus. What's that like?
No, it therefore brings out your confidence and it brings out your management skills. Like every job you do is all about managing. It's about managing the situation. Situations that differ every minute. Obviously, for driving, situations change around and that. So helps you. I feel like it helps you develop as a person as well. Your communication skills. People might ask you for direction. You can explain to them properly. You might see like someone struggling. You can like do something about it to like try and help them. So yeah, man. Therefore, improve my like confidence in talking to people and that, and communication skills as well, man. So
serious.
Yeah, strong thing to have.
100%.
I can't remember what I was gonna say, man. That's gone. That's not coming back.
But that's what I was gonna say. That's another like positive of kind of joining like them kind of industries, because like I don't know about you, but let's say like let's even keep it all the way real. Before this podcast, my confidence weren't really the way it is now. Now I don't really care. Like man stuttering basically every episode now, innit? Like who really cares? But like more time when you're doing these sorts of things and you're forcing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, you're driving a bus and going stop to stop, but really above all that, you're talking to people, being what's the word, like reasoning, interacting with people every day and shit. You got a question?
I remember what I was gonna say. You lot watch Top Boy?
Yeah.
You don't know? I forgot who he played.
I know
Bashi.
you're talking about Bashi.
Yeah. So I know him like of him, innit? He knows my family and whatnot. But he was a bus driver as well, still. And like this is what you said. You said bus driver right now is a stepping stone. Do you get me? He said the same thing because, and it's mad because back in the day he was a bus driver and he was rapping at the same time. But he used to get dissed for being a bus driver, innit? Yeah. But he still stayed down and done his things. You know what I mean?
Man.
Now look where he's at. He's a big Hollywood actor. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, stick on the route that you're on right now. Because it's a stepping stone to move to what you want to actually.
That's another thing. Don't let anybody put you off of anything, innit? You're your own person. People have got their own ambitions. You got your own ambitions as well, innit? What might work for somebody else might not work for you, and what might work for you might not work for somebody else. So don't listen to people. Don't be a follower fashion, innit? You have your own mind. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
And I think, bro, that's why I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Like you're literally like a living testament of that, innit? Like you can't really take into consideration what other people say. Oh my days, bro. Like you're really gonna get a job as a bus driver, but more time the person saying that has no job or they're doing some bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? No one doing better than you will hate on you. Do you get it? So my advice for anyone watching, obviously, like not heavy gem, but there's a lesson you can take from that, and the lesson here is follow your own path, man. Like for real, like actually for real. Fuck what people think, innit? 100%. He's doing his thing in a travel. As a travel industry, should I say, as a bus manager, transport manager, whatever it is, people could have overlooked him. Ricardo's about to fall off his seat. People trying to overlook him and whatever, but at the end of the day, he still stayed true to himself, believed in himself, and he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? And who else do you know is like, man's a bus driver, and I ain't even 23 yet, 24 yet. Do you get it? Man, rate that still.
Due for that. Would you ever go over to like trains, or would you stick to buses?
Bro, do you know what trains like? Once you get in trains, you're comfy. That man on some nice salary, they're like 60, 70k a year and that, and they do 4 days on and 4 days off. Imagine that, bro. You don't have to work and you're still on 60k salary. Okay,
well,
it's so
what different. 60 bags for driving a train.
60, 70 bags. Man,
60k career change.
I'm leaving media.
Nah, trust me, it's mad. 4 days on, 4 days off. But
that's crazy.
The only catch of that is it's so difficult to get in. The application process, getting through to the interview stage, like. Before you even get past that, the assessment stage, probably just write off your application like that.
Why is it so difficult?
Because a lot of people obviously want to go for it if they can see like a job that's. I wouldn't say it's easy. I'm not gonna like downgrade everybody.
Dismiss it and be like,
I haven't done it, so I can't talk on it. But from what it looks like, it doesn't really look like once you get the perfect training, the proper training, and that doesn't look like you have to do too much. Yeah. Like, as long as you know what you're doing.
There's no traffic down there.
You're comfy, man. You know what I mean? You might get the odd signal failure and that, but you're nice, man.
Just you and the rats.
Rats, that's crazy, man. But man.
That's real. But that's what I'm saying. And again, like, I'm not trying to gas up your head and that, but that's why I rate it highly, because it's not like every day people see you, a young black man, doing that, driving a bus, or even now we're talking about trains and that. Like before today, I wouldn't have even considered or like had that thought process. Like I could being a train driver is actually a career option or career path, but it is for real. Do you know what I mean?
It is, man.
So man, rate that still.
Roll. But yeah, I think it's time to wrap up then, innit?
Yeah, let me see.
Anything else to touch on?
Nah, that's
Have you got a question for us? You got any questions for us before we wrap up?
Ask us a question.
Alright, obviously I know you are a big brand, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you like to share like what's next? What trendsetter?
Flash shit.
Some flash shit.
Flash shit. Yeah.
What's it called? Summertime, innit? So to give you some context, we ain't dropped in about a year.
Yeah.
During this year, I've been building.
Bro, I've been waiting, you know.
I know.
I've been waiting for my summer gear. Look, my summer wardrobe's empty.
Bro, I've been waiting, bro. I've been waiting. Obviously, like,
I've been waiting.
You've come to the office, innit? Like, it's taken a lot of time, energy, and money to keep it real to build this thing, innit? So now, it's basically finished. We got the collection coming, innit? And I feel like this is going to be one of our it's going to be our biggest drop, innit? Like even in terms of how much we're dropping, the quality, the marketing behind it. This is like a whole 6 months of planning and preparation.
We
innit?
love
So,
to see him, man.
yeah, man, we got a whole summer drop coming, and then now we got the office as well. We can do a bit more. Do you know what I mean? So
man. Obviously, you lot are a massive inspiration to me. And obviously, when I first started watching this podcast, when they first came out, I was like, yeah, these man think like me. Like you lot, I can say for some people my age, yeah, with the same mentality as me. Like you lot are just up there, innit? You lot are
love
one of the
for
people
bro.
like that. So
Love for that, man.
come on, man, bro. Shout out to my people, them like Taz and them, man. They
Come
yeah,
on,
you
shout
lot,
out
you
to
lot
Taz,
the
yo.
people, man.
Shout out Taz, Nad,
Yeah,
all the man,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Outside.
Alright then, bro.
But yeah, Gems, before, as you said, you've watched our content, yeah, so you know the pattern. Before we leave every episode, we give the people them watching one gem. So based off this conversation or anything, what is one piece of practical advice that you would give the people watching you right now?
Definitely, just
What
be
would you tell them?
cool. Be yourself. Don't let anybody try and steer you away from what you want to do in life. Don't fall into peer pressure. Just be yourself, man. As simple as it is.
Elaborate on that though, like talking about peer pressure, like what's your personal experience with that? Like why shouldn't people fall into peer pressure?
What might work for somebody else might not work for you. You might see somebody else doing something, you might say, yeah, that's blowing for them, and then let me change what I was gonna do. You might go and copy them, and it don't work for you. So, boom, like you might as well stuck with what you was gonna do. But yeah, man, simple as that.
Strong.
Come on, man.
My one, my gem for the day, or the week I should say, is being seen as a bad person doesn't actually make you bad. Do you get me? Like, if you know that your intentions are pure and your actions that you're doing are pure, yeah, someone saying that you're bad because you're not working in their favor doesn't mean you're actually a bad person. Like certain times in your life, you have to be selfish and operate on your own type of time and put yourself as a priority before you put anyone else first in it. So yeah, if anyone's trying to make you feel guilty for doing you, don't hear that. Do you get me?
That's strong.
That's what I'd say. It's my gem.
Real. I would say don't take pride and ego into your career. And obviously that's like a new one because obviously I never said that before. But just listening to Chrissy wrap up this episode, man, talking about being a bus driver and whatnot, yeah, like he even said when he was younger or in college or whatever it was, yeah, people's probably looking at him, judging him. Tay gave the example of Bashi, people like overlooking man because, oh yeah, he's a bus driver, what's he doing? But bro, like that's a career path and you can make dough and you can really succeed, excel and do your thing in that lane, innit? Don't not choose a certain career path just because your friends or the man, they might not rate you. Or you got a job as a bin man, the man them don't rate you, but you could be making a full-time wage and providing for your family off that dustbin wage, you get it? So don't take pride and ego into your shit, man. Do your shit for the reasons you want to do it, not because of how it will look to other people. That's what I'm saying. Other people don't pay your ass bills.
That is it.
That is it. Is it that?
Clap for that one,
Yeah, man.
Real.
Real.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, on that note, we're out. Subscribe and like up the team. You done know already.